Hi again, YouTube. I think today I want to go ahead and discuss a little bit about Magickal Languages. That was this month's blog post, and unfortunately I didn't feel like writing about it, so I thought maybe I'd just do a quick video blog about it so everyone would kind of know my opinion of languages. As a matter of fact, you can read most of this in the Complete Book of Demonolatry, or the Demonolator's Guide to Demonic Magic. So, languages. That's a big one. Magically speaking, there are some languages that cause the vibration of things in the room to change by the way a sound is made or uttered or intoned or chanted, whatever method you're using to affect the energy in the room. But I think most important, especially if you're talking spiritual work, is understanding what the words mean and the intent behind the words that you say. So languages are great, but it really does no good to take, say, an invocation in English and translate it to Latin for the sake of it being Latin, for example. It's actually going to be more powerful to speak in your native tongue. And the reason for that being that you're going to have more intent behind the words. You're going to actually really have like a meaning attached to those words if you use your native tongue for things that are heartfelt and more spiritually speaking. When you want to use magical languages is or for example, magical alphabets, you use that kind of stuff when you want to hide your books from prying eyes, or your recipes or your notes or whatever. When it comes to actual magical languages like Enochian and demonic ends, for example, what you want to do in instances like that is you really want to understand kind of what the words mean, or at least get a feeling from it so you can put some intent behind it. So let's say, Yeden Tasa Hoet Naka Leviathan. That is the invocation for Leviathan, the demonic N. It doesn't really have any meaning if you just say the words. But if you put some feeling behind it, Yeden Tasa Hoet Naka Leviathan, that is what makes it magical. That's what, it's the intent behind it. It's even the vibration. If you use that same N with, a different vibration or a different tone, listen to how it sounds. Yeden Tasa Hoet Naka Leviathan. You see how different that is from the other two times that I said it? So, depending on what you're trying to do, you would, you can change that vibration to kind of affect the energy in the way you want to affect it. And so that is the purpose behind magical languages. Sometimes our native tongues just don't have that same vibrational quality. And some people do think Latin does. And, if you find it that way, then you should experiment with it and try it. And if it works for you, go ahead and do it. But that's really all I have to say about magical languages. Again, for spiritual things like prayers or, just basic working, your native tongue is probably the best way to go.